All right, it says I am live, asking me to reconnect. Times usually the charm. Third time's the charm. All right, we are live on YouTube. Hey, everybody, before I get started here, I want to make sure that you can hear me clearly and see me clearly. Hello, DeRosa Show. I got my delivery today with my new piece of foam for my headset that should cancel most, if not all, the wind noise. So folks, can you hear me clearly and see me clearly? Let me know. How's the sound right now? I want you folks to also let me know throughout the show if you hear much, if any, wind noise. Listen, the people that are talking about Cherokee Girl, do not ban them. Moderators, do not ban them right now. Do not ban them. Let them talk, because we're going to talk about this today. And I don't know if these trolls are trying to set me up. I do my own research. Some trolls have made me aware of certain things, and some other people have made me aware of certain things that I'll be talking about here today, because this is a very serious topic, and I'm not messing around. I'm not joking around here today, folks. I'm really not. I'm sick and tired of people being taken advantage of. I will speak constructively. Ban me if I'm out of line. No, listen. Moderators, use your best discretion. If these people are here to support the cause, you know if they're trolling or not. Folks, hey, listen. If you're not trolling and you just want to be anonymous, so Mr. Gunner doesn't come after you or other people don't come after you, that's no problem with me. Because I want to get down to the bottom of this. I'm not buffering, Zia son. I'm about to ban you again. I saw you on JB Gunner's chat, so you're still hanging out with the other side, dude. Zia son, you're just the type of guy that wants attention. I'm not going to give it to you. I'm going to just personally ban you myself from my phone right now. Goodbye, Zia son. Moderators, if Zia son comes back in on any sock accounts, just ban him. I don't want him here. I don't. But folks, to the people outside of Zia's son, can you make me aware? Am I buffering or am I coming through clearly? And can you hear me clearly? I want to make sure the sound is good. No wind noise or very minimal wind noise, and clear video. It's very important. Hey, Sheena. Hello, Eli and everyone. You're clear. Cool. Yeah, before I get started here, you see this bigger piece of foam here. I was mentioning this the other day while I was on my walk at the YouTube headquarters. For like $7 or so, I got these two aviator quality pieces of foam that fit this size of headset microphone. And the foam's a lot thicker. Video stopped. All right, look, listen, I think we're getting some trolls in here just trying to throw me off. The video has not stopped or buffered, right, folks? That's probably ODN on a sock account, so if you folks want to check that out, these trolls are going to come in here and say you're buffering. They're going to try all their tactics. I'm just going to keep on going with the show because I'm not letting these trolls try to say, oh, you're buffering or your sound is horrible. Go away, ODN. Get a life, dude. It's time to grow up, dude. It's time to act your age, dude. Seriously. The stream and sound is fine, Coach. Well, thank you, Keith. Would you happen to be Keith MGTOW by any chance? Because Keith MGTOW, if that's you, let me know. I may be willing to unban your other account. I had to remove a lot of people over the last month or so to protect my channel as I was about to enter into monetization, which I've been monetized now for a little over a month. No, I am not a part of that community. Well, Keith Farrow, how did you find out about this whole mess? I'm just kind of curious. Without doxing yourself, because I know you want to remain anonymous, how did you find out about this whole thing? Because we're going to talk about the JB Gunner thing, but we're going to also talk about this in general, because it's not just JB Gunner that's actually doing this. So let's just get right to it, folks, because I want to get right to it. I just want to start talking about this and raise awareness. Welcome to Navigating the Modern World with Coach Eli, the Walking with Purpose live edition. This is episode number 26. We're live from Red Morton Park in beautiful Redwood City, California. And I'm smelling some like nail polish or something. It must be that dude's working on his car over there, so it must be something automotive. It might be like, some cleaner or something that smells like nail polish. Because, gosh, I can still smell it over here. I'm trying to avoid people, and they're coming from all ends. There are kappas over on this side, and I don't want them getting excited seeing the selfie stick and all that. So I'm just going to wait. I'll come over here. I'll wait for this dude to pass over here, and then I'll cut through that way. And the topic of today's stream is beware of people that emotionally manipulate you to incite donations. Let me repeat that one more time. Beware of people that emotionally manipulate you into inciting donations. Beware of emotional people. Sorry, I screwed that up. Beware of people. Oh man, I'm losing my mind today because I'm so into this topic. Oh geez. And everyone's coming from everywhere, so it's throwing me off a little bit, so don't mind me. My apologies. Beware of emotional people that emotionally manipulate you, inciting donations. There we go. I'm back on track. Here's a public speaking tip for you folks. If you're doing public speaking and something throws you off your game and, your delivery starts to go a little bit south, what you need to do is get yourself back into the groove as quickly as possible. It happens even to the best of us, even people like myself that have a lot of public speaking experience. Especially when we're out in public and doing a stream like this, we have a lot to, look out for. We have people in front of us, behind us, left, right. We got to make sure the chat's doing okay. We may have to stop and say hi to somebody and then get right back on track. It may throw us off for a second. So if that happens to you, don't let that give you a reason to just, shut the stream down if you're live. Just get back on track. That's it. I love talking in front of a lot of people. You do. All right. Sounds good, DeRosa Show. So, DeRosa, I'd love to do a show with you at some point soon, bro, when you can actually schedule it and, firmly cement a time we can do it. Because, I've been asking a lot of people if they want to do a panel. They say yes, then I go live. They don't show up. Folks, in 2020, I'm looking for people that are going to be consistent. I'm not saying you're not consistent, DeRosa. I'm just saying in general. I'm looking for people that are going to be consistent and reputable. And when we set up a time to do a live show or an interview, that you are there and ready to do the show. My pain and sleep are unmanageable at times. Well, that's fine. I understand. Sorry to hear that, man. Savage Mashup Reactions. Hi, Coach Eli. I hope you're having a good day. Yeah, I'm doing quite well. 29 in the box right now. Thank you so much for being here. Get me drugs and I'll be consistent. Yeah, legal prescription drugs, which you should be getting that from your doctor, bro. Do you not have prescription medication from your doctor after he or she diagnosed what you got? I mean, that's the right way to do it, right, bro? What's the LOL, dude? You trying to be funny? I'm not. I care about people like yourself that have pain issues and other issues, man. I understand you're making fun of it, and you're keeping it on the lighter side, but there are right and wrong ways of handling the situation. You don't want to handle it like ODN, that he does have some, issues, and they're legitimate. And instead of doing what his doctor tells him, he drinks a lot of mouthwash because he says it numbs the pain. And then that mouthwash gets him drunk and he starts to act like a fool. But beyond that, it's unhealthy and it could actually kill him. And he doesn't realize that. He doesn't realize that. I really wish people would start taking better care of themselves and take their life more seriously. And it seems like nowadays you got these men in their 30s, 40s, and 50s, and they're like, well, whatever happens, happens. I won't do it the right way. I'll just do it the way that, I feel makes me feel better, even if it puts me at further harm. Well, that's on you. I'd rather have you folks stick around for a long time, but how you choose to live your life is on you. All I can do is try to motivate you to, better do the right thing and, stay on track. Gosh, that sun is right in my eyes. Cheers to the Listerine. Puke, says the Rosa Show. Okay. All right, we've got 31 in the box right now. 6 thumbs up. Let's get those thumbs up, folks. Now, before we get right to it, folks, just want to briefly mention that if you'd like to make a donation to further support this channel's future, so I can more so invest in even better equipment and give you better quality shows, which is what I'm trying to say. You can make a donation in any amount based on the value you feel you are receiving. Nightbot will be sharing my PayPal link every 6 minutes, paypal.me/Coach Eli. You can also add a note of any length. And on the very next in-studio show that I do, I will, read your note live on the air and acknowledge your donation. Now, because I am on mobile, if you do send me a PayPal, please keep tagging me in the chat, making me aware that you sent that PayPal donation so I can briefly acknowledge it here today. And then when I do my next in-studio stream, I will fully acknowledge the donation and read the note attached to it. Unless within that note, you request to remain anonymous, I will definitely honor and respect that. We come around here and not disturb the other people around. So far, folks, let me know if this new windscreen here, this aviator or this aviation windscreen is doing a good job. You're not hearing a lot of wind noise, but the sound is still crisp, right? Is the sound crisp? Let me know. Go ahead. If PayPal doesn't work for you, you can actually go down to the bottom of the chat where that $sign is at. That will allow you to select super sticker or super chat. You can click super sticker and send a predetermined amount based on, an emotion you're feeling, you feel I'm feeling, or you want me to feel. If super sticker doesn't work, you can click on super chat and fill in your own amount. And also add a note up to 200 characters, which will be highlighted in the chat for a certain amount of time. The greater your donation or the greater your super chat, the longer it stays highlighted. Donations are not required, but they are greatly appreciated. And when they're in the form of a super sticker or super chat, it really excites me. Beyond the money. I mean, the money is great. I appreciate that. But it just excites me to see that boom, super chat, right? Gotta love that. I can't even see the screen here because the sun. Sounds good, sir, and I am not from the MGTOW community. Well, how did you find out about all this, Keith? I'm just curious to know. You certainly seem to know a lot, and you seem to know a lot about this stream that JB Gunner did the other day, where he made close to $500 in donations while doing what he always does when he needs money. You know, he plays on people's emotions. No, he is a semi-troll, A-Team Murdoch. And who knows? Maybe they're just trying to get me to say stupid things to give them more content. I don't really care. As long as he's not out of line, we're not going to ban him. I'm gonna state how I feel about it based on my own research, based on knowing JB Gunner for the last almost 3 years, and the fact that he's done this over and over again, and the proven fact that was sent in a private Discord message to Barbara Placence that used to be JB Gunner's right hand. He used to call her his right hand man, but she's a woman. And Barbara shared the screenshot where JB was having a private conversation with her and saying that I play on people's emotions to play it up and incite the donations. The cat's out of the bag, JB. That's what you do. You make things up. You pretend to have feelings, JB, which you don't. You pretend to be upset, which you're not. I went back and skimmed through that stream on George Koo, I think his name was. I guess this guy is a veteran that I believe lives in Las Vegas, Nevada, and I think he has PTSD or he's struggling emotionally. And apparently what was said in an email that was sent to JB, an email that I'm not even sure really exists or not, is that this guy put a gun in his mouth but did not pull the trigger. And then there was a lady that called his show, which some people made me aware of, by the name of Cherokee Girl, who's like a woman in her early 60s and acts like she's the hottest woman on the planet by the way she describes herself. Well, ma'am, if you're watching this, because I know you talked about me on that stream. I didn't even know about it until today, and this stream happened a few days ago. She's like, JB, we can make money together. You know, we could set up a sanctioned fight with Eli and I. I'm like, ma'am, I don't even know who you are. I didn't even know who you were until this whole thing happened. And quite frankly, you're not even on my radar. You're not even worth my time. You're not. But that's what she was saying. Even this woman that I don't even know, who she is now trying to incite JB to set up a sanctioned fight between her and I. And then JB was laughing and he let her keep talking. So let me see here real quick. I am a troll, but I'm not here for damaging or attacking Eli. I know why you all expect it, though. I don't take it personal. Again, I won't be out of line. That's fine, dude. At least you admit you're a troll. I texted you a while back ago, Eli, letting you know I'm willing to help. I'm from within, I believe, Sweet Voice is controlling stock accounts to trigger vets to contribute. Okay. Well, sir, we can actually maybe have some kind of a communication. So in essence, what you're now saying, Sweet Voice, which is JB Gunner's, girlfriend that he says is no longer living there, and we know Anita's still living with you, and so are the kids, JB. You're just trying to protect them. We're not trying to harm anybody here, JB, but we're basically raising awareness and telling people that you're a phony and a fraud, you're a manipulator, and you're siphoning money from people's pockets by leading them on to believe something is happening when it's not. You're basically preying on people's emotions, JB. And you've always done that, and that's exactly what you did the other day with this George Koo guy. Now, I don't know if that's a true story. I don't know if it's partially true, or I don't know if you made that up just to put on this fancy act, JB, where I saw the show, you got the email, and then you took off your headset, and then you just walked away, JB. JB, you are emotionless. You have no emotion, dude. and you're a terrible actor, and I'm not buying anything. And the reason why I'm mentioning this is because I want to protect the other people that are donating their hard-earned money thinking that you're a genuine person when you're not. You are not a genuine person. You're a thief. Because you can't make money creating real content. You have to always create controversy. And JB, I like controversy myself. A little bit of controversy never hurts. But I look at real controversy. Unlike you concoct things. You make things up to get your audience to do what you want them to do, which is reach into their pocketbooks when they're feeling an emotional bond with you. Such a phony, man. How can you live your life that way, man? Seriously. And you know what? Keep on doing it, and I'll keep talking about it all day, every day, until every person knows how much you're harming people. I have the right to talk about it. I'm not attacking you. I'm stating my opinion respectfully, professionally, maturely, and constructively. I'll keep raising awareness, dude, until people find out the real truth about you and stop donating to you because you're manipulating them to do so, because you can't make good money any other way unless you play your audience's emotions. You're a manipulator, dude. And now you've got your girlfriend, Anita, creating stock accounts to pretend to be other people, so that way you could play this thing like, oh, okay, there's Coach Eli's here, when it's actually your girlfriend, Anita, on a stock account, pretending to be me. Is that how sophisticated your ring has become? Because you can't make money any other way? You can't do what I do, just create a topic and talk about it with your audience and still make donations? I've got 30 in the box, 9 thumbs up. Let's get those thumbs up, folks. Let's get those thumbs up. Similar evil. Hey, Senator Palacio, how you doing? Similar evil. I'm late again. No worries, dude. No worries. Crazy Sheena says evil. Keith Farrell says the local aquarium needed help. Number 2, the local school needed printer paper. Number 3, a member needed help with rent. No proof of any of these examples of being given to the needy. He never does it. He never donates. He's a thief. Keith Farrell, there are ways he plays off people's emotions. Yes, that's all he does. I agree with you, dude. I agree with you, Keith. And I'm glad you're here, basically putting in plain black and white everything that I've been talking about for the last 3 years about this guy. I agree with you. And everything that you wrote there, I've seen him do that. And he's back to his same game again because it's the only way he can make enough money to survive. It's the only way he makes $400 or $500 a stream is when he does streams like this that plays off of his audience's emotions. Keith furthermore says, I sent messages to Lombard, Tony Hogan, and others on his side to do their own research on Google and seek the truth. You see, many people have already left the gun squad because they figured that side out regarding JB. But the ones that are still there really don't care. Like, they don't even care if he's taking advantage of them. I think they know that he's taking advantage of them. I don't think you're ever going to be able to convince Lombard and Tony Hogan and some of the other people that have been there for a while. But here's the thing. If they want to continue giving away their hard-earned money to a phony and a fraud and a manipulator and someone that pretends to care about someone about to commit suicide when we don't even know if that really happened. Like there's no, I did a Google search on it. I didn't find anything on this. Where's the information at? Somebody let me know. Do you have a link with this information? As far as I'm concerned, this was 100% concocted. I see no information on this. This was a ploy. This was a desperate need for JB to make a lot of money in one day. You know, to the other side, whether you love me or hate me, Most of you hate me. I don't care whether you love me or hate me. What I care about is even you being taken advantage of by this guy. Do you not understand? Do you not get it? Like, seriously, are you okay throwing your money at someone that you know is a liar, a compulsive liar? And this guy is making something up at the level he's doing it by talking about this alleged attempted suicide? Talk about this guy being a sociopath and a psychopath. Those two people will not do the research. They don't want to know. Of course they don't, because they got nothing besides JB to satisfy their entertainment. Crazy Sheena, I've been saying Texas caregiver is lots of BS. Well, he is too, because if he really cared about his business, he would not be sponsoring someone that behaves this way. It totally ruins your brand. He doesn't care about the money. TexasCaregiver.com doesn't care about the money one bit. He has plenty of money. He just wants to be friends with JB, so he's basically buying JB's friendship and Jamie Lycantheory's friendship. It's the truth. It's sad but true. A.T. Murdoch, AKSB, they know what he does, they don't care. Of course, they do know what he does, but they still give him money, which makes them no better than him. These people he manipulates are lost souls, proud Americans. They seek acceptance in a group that has the same hate they have within themselves. Peace is out there for everyone. They have hope. Dude, I've been trying to say that all along. I've been trying to say that all along. And I'm glad you're here admitting that you're a troll, which is fine. You're a real person, but I know you don't want to be identified. That's fine. I'm glad you're here to second everything that I've said in the past and currently right now in the present. I appreciate that. They're insecure people. They're weak-minded people that feel they need to have someone like JB to make themselves feel relevant, or, to feel, like you said, acceptance, to feel like they're a part of something so they can feel good about their miserable selves. That's what this all boils down to. It's really sad to me. And JB Gunner's not a dumb guy. I mean, if he wants to steal money out of people's pockets, he's very smart at that, but it's very unethical to me. I wouldn't quite go as far and say it's illegal, maybe borderline, but it's very unethical. JB Gunner is unethical, completely unethical. His business practice is completely unethical. And I'm tired of him. And it's not just him. There are many other people out here on YouTube that prey on people's emotions to try to siphon donations rather than creating real content. Like right now, people may be saying, well, you have no content without JB. No, I'm just stating my opinion. I'm responding right now. People want me to talk about this. I've had many people reach out to me asking me for my opinion regarding this, so I'm going to talk about it. And I'm talking about it constructively and professionally, but directly as well. I'm not going to sugarcoat anything. Let me see here. Crazy Chick says, a cultist. I think they don't care, and some don't want to suffer repercussions. Of course, JB has them indoctrinated into his Scientology thing. Keith says, call it corny, but I believe in you, Coach. I believe what you're trying to do. Your positivity and direction to help others is selfless. You contribute to a better world, sir. I appreciate you saying that, man. I do. I appreciate it. I am actually in it for the better good. Yes, at the level I do it, I need to make money doing it because I want to do this completely full time. But I don't sit here and incite donations trying to make my audience feel guilty or playing off of something like a fake attempted suicide. That's just really sad, man. It's really sad that there are people out there like that. Let me see here. Hooked to his crap. It's too late for lots of them. Well, I think some of them want to get away, but they're afraid of the repercussion, and they know it's going to happen. JB Gunner will make a show about it all week and attack them and get ratings from the remaining members and get even more donations. It's a vicious cycle. It's a vicious cycle that makes JB Gunner money. It's stupid. Carol Bothwick, are you okay? We'll have to go. We'll have to go bid to keep buffing, and I'm missing most of what you're talking about. Best wish from UK. Well, if you're buffering, it's on your end. Folks, there's been really very little to no buffering, right? And does it sound pretty crisp too? Let me know. This has been pretty smooth video and audio today, right? And how's the wind noise? Has there been any wind noise, or has it been pretty good? I'll go back and check out the replay, but I'm curious how this new piece of aviation foam on my microphone is working. Hang on, let me get behind this tree here and block the sun. They literally pay for acceptance at Sheena. Yep, that's what they do. They pay for acceptance. It's sad. Crazy Chick Sheena at Keith, the emotional stay at home. Burnout hippie, who's that a troll? Got timed out by Nightbot. Keith says, at Sheena, those stay-at-home moms are just bored. I believe it is that simple. Life with no positive direction, no disrespect. But Barbara is one of those women. Again, I don't mean that as disrespect. I'll share my thoughts more about Barbara here in a second. It's not going to be bad. But I understand where you're coming from, Keith. Crazy Chick Sheena, no, you're right. That's most of his members. Hateful losers, no life like drama crap bullying YouTube. Similar Evil, I finally watched one of his shows. Well, what'd you think about it, Similar Evil? Crazy Chick Sheena, Nightbot, stop. So here's the thing. Keith, I understand what you're saying about Barbara Placence, and I'm not going to sit here. I'm not going to talk shit about Barbara. I'm not. Because I don't think Barbara's a bad person, and I don't have any problems with her. But Barbara and her husband decided to do things traditionally. It's their choice how they want to live their life. Look, before the Civil Rights Act of 1964, where women were liberated, that's how everybody was. That was the norm. The norm was for the woman to stay at home, take care of the family, you know, the kids, cook dinner, clean the house, and the man went to work, busted ass, right? That was the norm, right? Nowadays, typically both the man and woman are working, yada, yada, yada. You know the drill. I've talked about it many times before. But some people still choose to live a traditional life. There's nothing wrong with Barbara being a traditional housewife, which, you know, now her kids are getting older and they can take care of themselves. So, you know, she's not needed as much. I mean, she's there for her kids and she's there for her husband and they do their things. But, you know, she wants to find other things to occupy her time. And her husband makes good enough money to the point of where, you know, they both don't feel the need for her to work. There's nothing wrong with that. If Barbara wanted to get a job, I'm sure she could. She's a very smart lady. And Barbara, I'm sitting here praising you despite what happened. I don't think you're a bad person. But yes, I believe Keith is right. Like, this is what you enjoy doing during your spare time. And because of the situation you're in, which is not bad, it's your choice. I know what JB Gunner said about it. JB Gunner, you know, has ripped on you saying she hasn't worked a day in her life. Well, JB, that's none of your business. If that's how her and her husband chose to, you know, run their relationship or marriage, that's on them. It's none of your business. That's called the traditional marriage. Nothing wrong with that. But yes, she has more free time now and she likes to contribute to conversations and things on YouTube. Nothing wrong with that. No, I think she's gotten caught up with some of the wrong people. And, you know, what happened between her and myself and some of the other people, you know, I think it was a big misunderstanding, but I don't think she's a bad person at all. But that was a great example, Keith. That was a great example, and I appreciate it. Thank you. Got 27 in the box, 12 thumbs up. Let's get those thumbs up, folks. It's funny when there are cars like around me. They're just like going very slow, waiting to see which way I'm going to go. Yeah, today I optimized my phone. I removed some pictures. I got the foam on this thing. today's stream is pretty smooth quality all around. Let's see. Hey, Kelvin Clymer, how you doing, bro? Keith says, I have visited your walking streams from the beginning, and you can tell the improvement with the new screen. Yeah, you're talking about with the new foam, the new aviation windscreen / pop filter foam. So you can definitely tell the difference. There hasn't been much of any wind noise or anything, right? Well, I haven't really encountered a large gust of wind. I was actually going to do the stream from a part of the Bay Trail I've already shown you folks. It's the high wind area. One of the first streams I did live outside of Red Morton Park. I'm going to probably go back there tomorrow and give this thing a real test. Because the best way to test this would be to get into a high wind area and see how it works. Now, the cool thing is, when I put this aviation foam, pop / wind screen on, at the very end there's a little like rubber piece you can see there that holds it on. And I did not take the other windscreen that came with this Logitech headset off, so it's like a double barrier. So between, from here on out, because these headsets will last me about a year or two, and then I buy 2 or 3 at a time. They're like $8 now. They used to be like $12. They're like $8 now. So I just, I buy them, I store them away in my closet, and then I bought a bunch of these. I'll just put these foam filters on, and it's beautiful for like, $11, $12. And the sound is great. Like now, if you're listening to music on these, I mean, the sound is okay. It's still stereo, but the quality is not that great when compared to like a Bose headset or something like that, right? But, all right, I got to get moving here because we got the doom, 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 doom. We got the loud copyrighted music there. It's all right. I don't think it caught any of it. We're good. But yeah, like I was saying, for like $11 or so, between the headset and then buying this foam, it's a 2-pack for like $6, $7. I mean, you tell me, folks, the sound on these streams, even with this cheap-ass Logitech headset, the way I have it set up, is better than most people's live streams, right? Because most people will use the built-in microphone on their phone. There's a lot of wind noise, and it's not right against your lips, right? Or close to your lips. Get away from the music. We didn't hear it, though. That's good. That's good, dude. That's good that you're doing great as well, Kelvin Clymer. Yeah, sorry the other day, man, if you thought I was being rude or something, man. I like to have fun, dude. I think you're a good guy, and I like to keep things on the lighter side, you know what I mean? That's what I enjoy doing. We got 30 in the box, 14 thumbs up. Folks, let's get those thumbs up to 20. Okay, let's get those thumbs up now. Before I continue here, I'm definitely not going to be doing another stream in a few hours from the studio. I'm going to relax and take an Epsom salt bath tonight. I've been walking a lot lately. I've been walking like 5 or 6 miles lately instead of 4 or 4.5 miles. And so I'm a little bit sore. So I want to soak in some Epsom salt. And if I have energy afterwards, I might do a late night stream. I know I said I may do one last night, but I ended up, I was too tired when I got back home. So I may do a late night stream tonight because I really want to check in with my late night audience and cater a show to them as well. People, in Australia, the UK, and other countries where it is daytime during, the late night here in the US. Sheena, why did you ban Keith Farrow? Sheena, did Keith Farrow say something? Sheena banned you by mistake. She was trying to ban somebody else. And unfortunately, moderators, you got to be careful because that deletes all their messages. Now on the replay, their messages will not show. Moderators on your phone, be real careful that you tap the right button. And before you hit, hide user from channel. No, I know, Sheena. No big deal. No, I'm not worried about it. Life goes on. I'm just saying, try to be a little more careful because on these live streams from the park, I don't have the fancy graphics, obviously. So once somebody gets banned, even if you unban them or if you time them out, it deletes all of their messages. So when the live chat replay shows, we're not going to see anything that Keith wrote. He basically is starting over again right now, but that's fine. At least I read them. So I read them so people will be able to hear them, and that's good enough. We're good. Oh, okay. Yeah, no big deal. Sheena, no big deal. Sheena, you're like one of my top moderators. You know that. You know I have faith in you, right? You're a God-loving woman. You know I have faith in you. No need to explain anything ever to me, Sheena. You're here for the right reasons. All I said was there's Epsom salt with melatonin now, Coach. And to check it out, no harm. Now I know who you are. And I'm not gonna dox you. But your message gave it away. So we're not gonna dox you, but now I know who Keith is now. How you doing, bro? Do I miss you, dude? A little bit. I've always enjoyed our conversations. You've actually been in here on a few other accounts, like the Core i7 and all that. Come on, dude. I've been playing this YouTube game for 3 years now, and I understand how this shit works, right? I'd like the fact that I'm monetized now. Anyway. I wish I could tell you who I am, because you and I have never spoken, Coach. Well, that's fine. No big deal. It's all good. I'm not worried about it, man. I'm just glad you're here and you're being civil and we're having a good conversation. And that's all I've ever wanted. Hey, Pablo, how you doing? Pablo's Kitchen's in the house. How you doing, bro? Thank you for being here. So yeah, real quick. Like I said, I have no issues with Barbara. But I understand what Keith was saying, that, a lot of these people that follow people like J.B. Gunner are looking for acceptance and validation. And that's not what Barbara's looking for. Barbara has that within her family, her husband, and her kids. It's just that, Barbara is a traditional housewife, but she also has opinions on things. And she likes to participate with things out here. And it's something that, even her husband at times, likes to get involved in. When Barbara and I used to talk, I used to hear him in the background. And no, Barbara, not only the times when he was snoring. I understand. I snore sometimes as well. It just depends. It happens. Happens to the best of us guys. But yeah, no, he stated his opinions too, and it was pretty cool. So, let me see. Is there some way we can talk offline and we can discuss how I found you and how I would be willing to help? If the subject has become pointless, I won't bother you with drama. I know you're not about it. Well, look, I'd be willing to chat with you through Google Hangouts. And here's the thing. I know people out there like ODN record all conversations. I mean, to be honest with you folks, I just, won't say anything that I wouldn't say even if I knew I was being recorded. So, I go into every phone conversation now that I have thinking that it could possibly be recorded, even though it's illegal to do it here in my state without my consent and my knowledge. But yeah, Google Hangouts. Take my email, Coach Eli at coacheli@melas.com. Send me a Hangouts chat message through one of your Slack accounts. Let me know who you are. You can also email me at Coach Eli at coacheli@melas.com. If you want to write me a more in-depth email, letting me know a little bit more, because here's the thing. A lot of times people will, I'm not trying to say you're doing this, man, but how do I not know that you're not just, trying to set me up by making me believe that you're real by actually being real to try to, do something else. I'm not saying you're doing that, dude, but I always have to think that. So I'm sure you understand what I'm saying. But yeah, I'm open to it, man, because look, here's the thing. Quite frankly, I don't really care what JB does. I've moved forward with people that like my shows and like what I do, and I like them. I'm not concerned about the people that are here supporting my channel and supporting me. I'm more concerned about the people that are over there throwing away their hard-earned money, feeling and believing that they're actually getting something out of it. And in some sick way, even the people that probably know what JB's doing probably feel they're getting something else outside of that, which is why they're still donating. They feel like they can relate to him. They feel like it's someone that actually cares about them. No. All JB cares about is your money, Lombard, Tony Hogan, and the rest of you. All he cares about is your money. That's it. He's been so apparent about it. And no, JB Gunner is not a patriot. If you think JB Gunner is a patriot, press 1. If you think JB Gunner is the furthest thing from a patriot, press 2. 1, if you think he's a patriot. 2, if you think he's the furthest thing from a patriot. I know you're watching me live right now, JB. Keith says 2. Similar evil. Is that a question mark, or do you mean 2? JB, not conservative. Sheena says 2. He's definitely not conservative. He's nothing. He doesn't qualify for either party. JB Gunner is like D, none of the above. Kels Bell says 1. That's interesting. I haven't seen that account in a while. Kels Bells. Is that who I think it was? Or was that a sock account pretending to be a Kelly that used to be a part of this channel? Oh, that was interesting. That was interesting. Wow. He knows how to play conservatives, of course. And the thing is, Keith, the thing with conservative people is that they're a lot, I'm not trying to criticize conservatives. I love everybody. But conservative people are a lot easier to manipulate than liberals. It just seems that way. So he targeted a market where it would be easy for him to play his emotional game on them all the time to incite donations. JB, you can sit there and call me cuck all you want. Here's the funny thing. I was sent a link behind the scenes to watch a stream that's now enlisted on Susie Q79792's channel. And don't worry, Susie. I'm not going to put a copyright on your channel for using clips of my stream on the replay under fair use. You did it the right way. And quite frankly, I was getting off on the fact that you folks were getting off on it. You guys were thoroughly entertained. You watched like 30 minutes of it. That's no problem. I got a good laugh at that, and so did you guys and gals. And JB Gunner was on there sharing the story on, how Eli went from Coach Eli to Cuck Eli. Whoa, great story, JB. I don't care if you want to continue that charade, JB. I really don't give a shit at all. Because it doesn't bother me. None of the things that you folks do bother me. The only thing that bothers me is the fact that innocent people are being victimized with your shenanigans. And Susie Q79792, because you use that channel now instead of your main one, the reason why you had 50 plus people there on your stream is because you were running a drama stream and you were talking about me. Any channel, even a channel with 50 subs, from this drama sphere will get 50, 60 people in the box when they talk about drama, or especially me. So the sub count doesn't matter in that situation, but you try to play it off like, Eli, I got 300 subs, you got over 2K, and I got more people in the box. Okay, well, you're a drama queen. That's what you are, Susie, you're a drama queen. You're another one of these stay-at-home moms in a similar situation like Barbara and the others. The difference is Barbara handles herself more appropriately than you do. And Susie, you've never created real content. All your content is 100% drama. Drama, drama, drama. You're 100% drama. You're not a YouTuber. You're not. And you never claimed to be one, but you're a drama queen. That's all you are. And Susie, here's the thing. You say you want to go toe-to-toe with me, right? But I won't go toe-to-toe with you because there's no value. You're right. There's no value. If I'm going to go toe-to-toe with someone on YouTube, there has to be something to leverage. And with you, there's nothing. The only thing to leverage with you is more drama. And I just got rid of all you folks. I don't want you coming back. With JB, there are some decent people every now and then that go through his neck of the woods. So there's something to leverage. Just like he's leveraged me. There's a lot to leverage between both JB and I. So yes, that is part of the reason. You're just not worth my time. I'm not afraid to go toe-to-toe with you, Susie. You're just not worth it. You understand that? You're not worth it from a monetary standpoint or a standpoint of moving my channel forward. It's not always about the money, but it's about moving forward in some way, shape, or form. And you got nothing to bring to the table. You don't. You got nothing. Zero, zilch, zip, nada. So that's that. I'm on my third lap, folks. So we've got another 15, 20 minutes before the show ends. Now, folks, I'm starting to hit a little bit of wind. How is the microphone holding up with this little bit of wind? Are you hearing, can you folks let me know specifically in the chat, different people, are you hearing less wind noise and more clear sound? I want to hear how this new windscreen is actually working. This is the top of the line one you can get. Crystal clear, like Paisley Dukes, like there's very minimal wind, if any, huh? Wow, what a great investment. What a great investment. Like $6 or $7 for a 2-pack. No wind. Wow. Well, I want to thank you folks for your donations that paid for this thing. No wind. I'm like an engineer. And you know what the job of an engineer is? The job of an engineer is to solve problems. That's why, when the YouTube servers have issues or the analytics have issues, that's when the YouTube and Google engineers go to work and try to solve the problem, which they eventually do, right? An engineer's job is to solve problems. I'm like an engineer when it comes to, the aesthetics of my YouTube channel. Got 31 in the box, 15 thumbs up. Great investment, Coach. Yeah, it was. Yeah, I was sitting on my couch the other night, Paisley, after I said I was going to do it, and I was looking for like an hour because I read reviews. I also zoom in to see the product. I was looking to see, is this thing going to be thick enough? Is it going to be the right size? Too big? Too small? And then I saw some cheaper ones that, I could have purchased like the same size from a different company. I could have purchased like a 50-pack for the same amount of money. But I'm like, no, I want to get top of the line. I'll pay more, which is really not even that much for these, right? I'll pay more per piece for the shit to work than to have a lot of, subpar foams that work for one or two times and have to keep replacing them every time. But I'm glad to hear that this is working quite well. I'm excited to go back and check out my own replay later tonight. Paisley, it's worth it. Yeah. See, Paisley, I'm the kind of guy that doesn't mind spending more money to buy top of the line so it can last longer. In my opinion, it's cheaper to buy top of the line, which will last longer, than buy subpar that you have to replace all the time. A lot of people don't realize that. You get what you pay for. It's the truth. Need to go to bed, so good night. Catch you later. All right, Kelvin Clymer, thank you for stopping by. Senator Palacio, sorry, LOL, burnout. I hear they did kick him off the trail. Who'd they kick off the trail? I'm curious to know. Who are you talking about, Sandra Palacio? I'm just kind of wondering. Who'd they kick off trail? JB Gunner? I don't know what you're talking about. Burnout hippie, but his followers are the same and drink the Kool-Aid, just pathetic. The hiking community understood this and kicked him out. Oh, they're talking about JB Gunner. All right, so you folks are talking about JB getting kicked out of the hiking community. I probably wouldn't go as far and say that. I mean, hiking, anyone can go hiking anywhere. But maybe the hiking community despises him and doesn't welcome him. I can't blame them for that because the guy's all about the money. Hey all, I gotta go. 13% battery on iPhone. On phone, I mean. We got to get you one of these external batteries I got for $35 on Amazon. $35, 25,800 milliamps. Like I can go live probably for 8 to 10 hours straight with the amount of battery power I have on this thin battery pack that's in my pocket, connected to the USB lightning cable that you use with iPhones to keep feeding the phone continuous power. It's great. I take YouTube seriously. If I didn't have this thing plugged in, it'd be like at 20% right now. Folks, when you're running a YouTube channel, you got to take all these things into consideration. You got to be somewhat of an engineer and find solutions, solve problems. 27 in the box, got 16 thumbs up. Who wants to hit that super chat? I feel like getting excited. Anyone want to hit that super chat? I'm not trying to incite you. I'm just laughing. I like when the super chat goes off. It goes boom. You don't have to do it. I'm just messing around. No big deal. But seriously, folks, there are a lot of people out here on YouTube and on social media that, try to play your emotions, that try to get to you emotionally and wear you down emotionally to try to build rapport, make you feel comfortable. And once they suck you in, then they try to sell you everything under the sun and then some. JB Gunner is no different. But it's not just him. There are a lot of people out here doing it. The reason why we use JB Gunner for example purposes is that we know him and he's one of the biggest violators of this. And he's pretty much more relentless at it than any other YouTuber I've ever seen on this planet. So he's the perfect example to use. I mean, sorry, JB. I shouldn't even apologize, but sorry, man. You're the best example. Seriously. You know exactly what you're doing. At some point, dude, your charade's going to be over. Because more and more people are becoming aware of it, and we're going to continue to raise awareness, man. That's part of what I do as a coach. That's part of what I do out here on YouTube is I raise awareness to help protect other people that are good people, that are not as experienced at this as I am. Wow, that headset, you can hardly hear background noise. Cool. Well, I think this, it's not even the headset. I think it's this new aviator piece of foam I got, Paisley. I think it's a new aviator piece of foam that has lots of, well, the headset does have background noise cancellation, but I think the foam, the aviator foam on it now helps out with that. It seems to be reducing most, if not all, the wind noise, and it also helps with the pops. Like when you say a P word, like pop, 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 it, a gust of air comes out of your mouth, which if you didn't have a pop filter on your microphone would have that popping noise. That's what it does as well. You sound great, Coach. Well, thank you. No, I appreciate it. I'm not trying to show off. I'm just, answering the question. Because here's the thing, folks. If you want to do this, if you want to start your channel, and when you get to 1,000 subs, start doing mobile streams, I will help you set it up this way. This is cheap. Like, seriously, my selfie stick, I just bought another selfie stick, by the way, because this one's starting to get old. It's like 3 years old, and it's starting to get a little bit loose. $12 for this same selfie stick. So $12 for the selfie stick, $8 for the headset. That's $20, right? And then you have the foam. The 2-pack is like $7 or $6. Let's just say $3 for one. That's $23. And then I bought an external battery pack for $35. So, you're looking at around $60 to $70, and you've got a setup that's going to last you for years. For like $70, you have this setup to do a stream of this quality mobile. If you break it down to how long I assume it will last you, that's like $35 or $20 a year. That's dirt cheap. I want to help you folks grow your channels. I want to help you folks get the right equipment. You don't even have to buy top of the line. You can get decent quality stuff, or stuff that sounds decent and works decent on a budget. Seriously. People think I've spent a fortune on equipment. I've spent some good money for my in-studio stuff, but even then, I found some great deals. 30 in the box, got 16 thumbs up. Let's get the thumbs up to 20. Come on. We need to offset the ODN thumbs up, the ODN thumbs down, which is what I'm trying to say. Starting to get a little darker. The sun's going down. We are at 1 hour and 3 minutes. So yeah, folks. Part of what I do here is raise awareness and help protect people from evil. That's the kind of person I've always been. I've always had a protective type of nature within my head and my heart. I've been like that since I was a little kid. I get that from my dad. God rest his soul. That's just how I am and how I've always been. And I ask each and every one of you folks to spread the word, to protect other people. I'm not forcing you to do it. I'm just asking you. You could choose whether you want to do it or not. But many of you know what's going on, especially with JB's end. You see, JB, I'm not trying to destroy your business or anything like that. You, sir, are very unethical, borderline illegal with the stuff that you do. You run your business or your channels on YouTube at a Scientology level. When Granny Monster said that many months ago, that you love bomb people at the door, you indoctrinate them, make them feel all gooey inside, and then you start pushing donations, and then you force them to pick sides, and then when they decide to, or when they figure out your game, that you're emotionally manipulating them, they stick around because they fear you're going to attack them, because you you've attacked other people, and you've used other people for example purposes. So you basically use scare and fear tactics once you reel these people in to keep them around. And what I'm here to say is to anyone from the other side, if you're afraid of JB Gunner coming after you and you want to get away, then come over to my neck of the woods and we'll protect you. This guy, and he won't do anything anyway. He won't do anything. He's full of empty threats. This guy's just full of empty threats. That's all he is. He's the type of person that just makes empty threats. His game is all about scare tactics. He's a phony. He's weak. He tries to come off as tough. He tries to threaten people that challenge him that he's going to whoop their you know what. You can't whoop anything, JB. Your scare tactics are done, dude. Keith says, I believe since the beginning of time, there has been a war between good and evil. In today's society, we're so caught up in everyday life, we don't recognize the struggle. Look within and shine. You're right, Keith. I miss Granny. Let's see. Pablo's Kitchen. I've been on my iPhone 5S for 5 years now, so I need to upgrade. I'm on the 6 Plus, bro. I've had this for about 4.5 years. And my original battery still has 82% of its life. But this was the biggest battery at that time on the 6 Plus, 2,900 milliamp battery. This phone still works well. I'm waiting. I was going to get the iPhone 11. It's not about money. I want to get a 5G phone, and I want to keep it as an iPhone. So I'm waiting for the iPhone 12, which is coming out in September. So I got another, 8.5 months to go. But this phone still works great. I mean, does great video, does great audio. Sure, I mean, it's a little bit slower than the newer phones, but it still runs pretty well. The only thing is it only has 1 gig of RAM. They didn't start putting 2 gigs of RAM on the iPhone until the 6 Plus. Sorry, until the 6S. I mean, the 6S and the 6S Plus, which was the series after this came out. This phone I have here right now is the very first big phone that iPhone made to compete with Samsung and the Android market. They called it a phablet. It's a 5.5-inch phone. The biggest phone I think before that was 4.7 inches on the iPhone 4S or something like that. No, the 5 series. Now they've got, I think, a 6.3 iPhone 11 Plus, iPhone 11 Pro Plus or something. I forgot what it's called. The iPhone 12 Pro Plus, whatever it's going to be called, is going to have a 6.5-inch screen. I'm like, wow. I think it's 6.5 if I remember correctly. That's a big-ass screen. Pretty soon these phones are going to be tablets. Like, they're not going to be even phones anymore. They're going to be tablets. Oh, speaking of this, just because, you mentioned it when you were critiquing my video, Susie, on that unlisted stream. Now, again, don't worry. I'm not going to copyright strike you. You did use it under fair use properly, Susie. You did. But you were talking about, if I was going to talk about the kindness corner, right? So I'm going to go back and, give everyone a gentle reminder, especially you, JB Gunner, and ODN. If you guys really want to come on out and hang out with me, okay, right there at the kindness corner, you see that? If you want to hang out with me at the kindness corner, we can go live, right? We can both go live from both channels. Let me know. I'd be happy to put you up, right? Susie, you really like the kindness corner, don't you? See that? The kindness corner. Sheena, Paisley, Keith, and anyone else, put a 1 in the chat if you feel that JB Gunner and ODN and some of these other people really need to pay a visit to the kindness corner. I'll be doing a lot of streams from the kindness corner. quite often. I have a feeling, though, the kindness corner is going to be surrounded by kappas, by little kids. So I'm going to have to strategically time my streams from the kindness corner to avoid that. I can't wait. I can't wait till the kindness corner is built. I can't. I'm looking forward to it. It's kind of exciting to see it in progress, isn't it? Right? We're at an hour and 10 minutes, folks. I'm going to wrap this up in a few. We got a lot of ones coming in there. All right, everyone. I'm going to start wrapping this up. Take one more lap around the park. And then go home, eat some dinner, take an Epsom salt bath. And then hopefully have the energy to do a late night stream tonight on a topic I was going to do last night. And that topic is, sometimes relationships and friendships just run their course. They have a purpose. Everything that happens in your life, every relationship that you've had that didn't work out, had its purpose while you were with that person. And even though it didn't work out, you both learned a lot from it. I've learned a lot from every single one of my experiences, folks. And it's made me a better and stronger person. A lot of these people on the other side, like J.B. Gunner, they like to look at failure as something bad. I look at failure as a learning opportunity. The reason why these people look at failure as something bad is because they're so jealous and insecure that we're strong enough to admit our failure, and they're not strong enough to admit their failure. So they always have to, throw your failures in your face. They always feel the need to throw your failures in your face to make themselves feel better because they hate themselves so much that they can't even admit when they make a mistake. Nothing wrong with making a mistake. But the better man, the better woman, the stronger man, the stronger woman is going to say, I fucked up. But I learned from it. And hopefully, I will not make that same mistake again. Now, sometimes you'll make that same mistake a few times before you get the hint, and that's fine. That's another learning experience. So that's what I want to talk about tonight. If I don't do that stream tonight, I'll definitely do it tomorrow. I'll definitely do 2 streams tomorrow. Keith, thank you, Sheena and Mods, to allow me to come in here and speak freely and speak as Coach has always wanted constructively. I mean no harm to any of you good people, Coach. Thank you. Well, I appreciate you, man. And I'm taking your word that you've been real and genuine. Now, I can't be naive. If you're playing me, you did a damn good job. But I don't want to think that. But you have to understand why, I'm thinking that. And people have done this to me before. But from what I've seen in the chat, dude, I appreciate your feedback. And you did contribute a lot of value to the chat and the show, man. Much love. Does anyone else have any other questions, folks? Failure in things help you learn, says Paisley Dukes. Wow, I love Coach's show. It's down to earth and truth-filled. Yeah, similar evil. That's all I've ever wanted to be with the people. I tell you, folks, a lot of people on the other side, I'll wrap up with this, a lot of people on the other side, and even some people on my side, are saying that, Eli, you can't let go of J.B. Gunner, and J.B. Gunner can't let go of you. No, I can let go of J.B. J.B. thinks I need him for success. J.B. thinks he's the one that created my success, that made me popular on YouTube. First of all, I am not popular on YouTube, JB, and neither are you. We've got a few channels you have a few channels with a couple K subs, and I've got one with a couple K subs and another one with almost 200 subs. I'm the furthest thing from being popular out here. But what I've built so far has been built by myself. And a lot of what you built was through me and stealing it from me and trying to flip it and make it appear like it was the other way around. I'm not dependent on anyone for my success. I create my own success. Now, do you need people to be more successful? Sure. I'm not throwing anyone under the bus. I love everybody. But I'm not dependent on other people like J.B. Gunner. Maybe that's a better way to put it. I'm not dependent on other people like J.B. Gunner doing what he did to try to make me famous. Sir, you didn't help me one bit. You destroyed my name and my brand, and partially were the reason why my relationship was destroyed. You basically went on an all-out attack to destroy me, to bring more value to your audience, to further incite donations. And you have the nerve to say that you made me who I am on YouTube? You're out of your goddamn mind, dude. You're out of your damn mind. You, sir, are the cockiest, most insecure, immature jackass I've ever met. You are. But I still don't wish harm upon you, dude, because I think deep within, if you really chose to be a better person and learn from all the mistakes you made when you were younger, you could be making a lot more money than you're making now and be a lot more happy and not have to lie to people and play with their emotions to survive. It's pretty sad, dude. You're a sad case, man. I don't care what you say. I don't care what Susie says. I don't care what you say, JT, Brutally Lauren, Jamie Lycan Theory. I don't care what any of you say. It's sad to see what JB Gunner has to do each and every day to survive. That's where I'm going to wrap up this stream here today with 17 thumbs up, 29 in the box. Folks, please smash that thumbs up. Let's get 3 more thumbs up real quick. Let's get up to 20. We're at 17. Let's get 3 more thumbs up right now, folks. Let's get it up to 20 to try to offset those thumbs down. Again, folks, I may be back later tonight, depending how I feel. It'll probably be around 2 a.m. Eastern, 11 p.m. Pacific with a show from the studio for, my audience outside of the country, the Australian audience and the UK audience. Now, I know sometimes people from the US are night owls and they come on board, but, if you can't make it, you can always watch the replay if I do it. And that's going to be a show on sometimes relationships just run their course. Whether they're friendships or romantic relationships or marriages, sometimes things just run their course. Why does this happen? Is it beneficial? We're going to talk about that, and we're going to hang out, and we're going to have a good time. And I don't care if there are only 3 people there. I'm not going to complain. If there's one thing that I'm going to make a promise right now to my entire audience, I don't care if I only have one other person on these streams from here on out. I will do my show as if there were 100 people there. I'm tired of the whining. I'm tired of the complaining. I'm tired of people not being real out here. I'm a real person. And you know what? Like I said, whether there's 1 or 100, I want to be real to myself and keep on spreading my message, even if it only reaches one person. That means the world to me. If I could just help one person, that makes my day. Got 22 thumbs up. I guess asking you shall receive. Thank you, everybody. Thank you to all the moderators in the chat. Thank you, Paisley Dukes. Thank you, Craig Chick Sheena. Thank you, Keith Troll, good troll, for being here and really contributing to this conversation. It made a difference. I appreciate it. Thank you to everyone else. DeRosa Show, Similar Evil, thank you. If I missed you, thank you, whether you're a moderator or consumer of content. I wouldn't be here if you didn't help me in some way. Well, that's nice to hear, bro. That means the world to me. I can go take one more lap and feel the good emotion I'm feeling right now from the good people that have been here. All right, folks, more than likely I'll see you later tonight, if not tomorrow. Have a good one. Take it easy, and I'll be back later, more than likely. Bye, bye, bye. We're out. Peace out.